Hey everyone, George Alexander here, and I want to show you all two great Charlton Heston films that I've just picked up. Ben-Hur from 1959 and Planet of the Apes from 1968. Two very different films. One a historical epic, mind you fictionalized, and the other one a science fiction tale dealing with the future of humanity. The reason I picked up Ben-Hur was because I recently saw it in a movie theater. It was out for its 60th anniversary release, and I was totally blown away by it. Seeing it on a big screen is an experience. I mean, it's no wonder this movie won 11 Academy Awards, and deservedly so. Now, I believe that actor Stephen Boyd, who played the antagonist Masala, should have been nominated and in fact should have won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He gave a real nuanced performance. I mean, he really makes you believe that he was once Ben-Hur's childhood friend, but now he has some serious ulterior motives. His last scene in the movie is phenomenal. You really feel what he's going through. Another performance that stood out for me was that of actor Jack Hawkins, who played Roman galleon commander Quintus Arrius. The scene where he's ordering the slave rowers to increase the speed of the galleon is just a joy to watch, just for the facial expressions that he makes during these commands. Now, Ben-Hur is split into two discs. That's because the movie is 3 hours and 40 minutes. A very long movie, but don't let that deter you. It's a totally engrossing film. I sat at that movie theater for almost 4 hours and I could not get enough. I mean, from the beginning to the end, you are hooked on that film. My only issue with the movie is that there are way too many jump cuts throughout the movie. And I understand why they did this. If they didn't make those cuts, it would have been 5 hours. Now, some of the cuts are way too obvious, so they could have done a better job. But hey, back then, there was no home video. You didn't have people watching the movie over and over again. So, you gotta let that slide. But hey, don't let that deter you. Ben-Hur, great movie. I decided to buy the single disc of the first Planet of the Apes movies because A, I'm not really a fan of the other movies, and B, I love the cover art. I guess you could say it's a reimagining of the original theatrical poster, since it does have the human cage, plus the background is that deep, dark, reddish yellow. Although I think this image of the apes on horseback is from beneath the Planet of the Apes, the second ape movie, because you got the general there wearing his headgear. So, yeah, that's not from the first movie. In this movie, Heston plays sort of an anti-hero. In everything I've seen him in, he's always been the hero of the film, always saving the day at the end. But in this movie, he plays a very disillusioned and sarcastic man with a kind of a dim look on life. One great thing that this Blu-ray contains is a 1998 documentary called Behind the Planet of the Apes. It is hosted by actor Roddy McDowall, who played chimpanzee archaeologist Cornelius. It covers each movie in 5 separate segments, plus the TV show that came afterwards and the animated series. As well as all the merchandising available, the world was crazy for the apes until Star Wars came along. Thankfully, the disc has art on it. Even though this image is not from this movie, I'll take it anyways. Disc art is such a rarity nowadays. Now, this movie has a pretty big discrepancy. I'm not going to say what it is, because if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to ruin it for you. And if you've seen the movie over and over again, like I have, you might know what it is. So, again, I'm not going to say what it is. If you want to talk about it in the comments, please just leave your comment there and talk about it. But I'm not going to say it on this video. Alright, there you have it. 2 great Charlton Heston films that I am very happy to have in my Blu-ray collection. Alright everyone, hey, thanks for sticking around. I will see you all later.